tonight. The sky feels like a wound the stars are trying to sew shut. The air tastes like something unfinished, like the last breath you left hanging between us. Soft, trembling, refusing to fall. I keep hearing your name in the quiet places of my heartbeat, the way a seashell holds the memory of the ocean long after being taken from the shore. You carved yourself into the tide of my thoughts, a whisper of light sinking slowly into the dark beneath my ribs. You were the warmth in my winter pulse, a lantern floating across my storm, with a glow too gentle for the world we lived in. And I was the shoreline holding on, even when the waves kept pulling you farther, farther, farther than my tired hands could reach. Your absence now is a soft bruise. It doesn't scream, it just lingers, changing the color of everything it touches. Even the moon seems dimmer tonight, as if she too remembers the way your laughter used to catch light and scatter it like broken diamonds. I keep waiting for a sign, a flicker in the dark, a breath of warmth across the cold, a ripple in the silence that tells me you still remember the places we kept sacred. Sometimes I swear the ocean inside me shifts when I think of you, an unseen current stirring, a secret tide rising, bringing your ghost back into my lungs. With every inhale, but ghosts don't stay. They dream, they fade, they teach you how loss can sound like a lullaby and still break you back. Hold me where the night forgets to hurt, where the water softens every scar, where the moon lays herself gently across the waves we once called ours. Let me drown in the echo of your light, slow, tender. The weight don't drown the last shiver of midnight. If love was a tide, I would let it drag me under again and again, just to feel your warmth on the way down. If love was a storm, then I was the shore, quiet, waiting, hoping you'd return, even when you were built from thunder. I walked through the ruins of my own chest, listening for remnants of you in every shattered corner. Your laughter still clings to the walls, dusty and dim, but stubborn enough to refuse being forgotten. Memories spill like water from cracks I thought it healed, your fingers tracing constellations along my spine, your breath turning my silence into something worth holding, your eyes telling stories my heart still reads at midnight, when everything else has fallen asleep. You were the quiet gravity pulling my chaos It sounds like you, a gentle lake, a soft reminder, a truth wrapped in echo. The night leans in as if afraid to miss something, like a melody too delicate to survive the noise of moping. If longing had a shadow, it would look like you, shimmering, distant, the kind of ache that feels like a promise, even when you know it isn't. Hold me where the night forgets to hurt, where the water softens every scar, where the moon lays herself gently across the waves we once called ours. Let me drown in the echo of your light, slow, tender, the way dawn drowns the last shiver of midnight. If love was a time, neon lights shimmer, painting the night in gold. Your shadow lingers, a story untold. The city hums softly, a heartbeat beneath. Every step I take whispers your belief.
Basslines like a river flowing deep in my veins, with echo memory can intertwine with veins. Your laughter a comment cutting through my sky, a fleeting reminder that I can't let it die.
drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through.
Prison rides,
Cradle secrets we cannot speak. Soft lights flicker over the scars on my cheek. Time bends and stretches like smoke in the air. Every fleeting moment whispers, I'm there.
phantom fingers trace shapes in the dark. Every sip a confession, every note a spark. The night sighs gently, the moon listens in. When music commits, our story spins.
Drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, slow on the street. Every pulse in the track echoes my heartbeat. The wind hums softly through alleys of light, guiding me home in the depth of the night.
Basslines like rivers flowing deep in my veins, dancing through alleys, joy intertwined with pains. Your eyes like lighthouses, piercing the gloom, a gentle reminder that love can still bloom.
Drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through.
Fade with the sunrise, but the music remains. Red tapestry of feelings woven with pains. In emotional deep house, our hearts synchronize, a symphony eternal under velvet skies.
Neon lights shimmer, painting the night in gold. Your shadow lingers, a story untold. The city hums softly, a heartbeat beneath. Every step I take whispers your belief.
Basslines like a river flowing deep in my veins, with echo memory can intertwine with veins. Your laughter a comment cutting through my sky, a fleeting reminder that I can't let it die.
Drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through.
Fears and rise,
Cradle secrets we cannot speak. Soft lights flicker over the scars on my cheek. like smoke in the air. Every fleeting moment whispers, I'm there.
Phantom fingers trace shapes in the dark. Every sip a confession, every note a spark. The night sighs gently, the moon listens in. When music comes, our story spins,
Drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through. Raindrops of diamonds falling slow on the street. Every pulse in the track echoes my heartbeat. The wind hums softly through alleys of light, guiding me home in the depth of the night.
baselines like rivers flowing deep in my veins, scented through alleys, joy intertwined with pains. Your eyes like lighthouses, piercing the gloom, a gentle reminder that love can still bloom.
Drifting on waves of emotion, lost in the sound. Every chord a heartbeat, every drop profound. Emotional tides crash, pulling me close to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through.
Fade with the sunrise, but the music remains. Red tapestry of feelings woven with pains. In emotional deep house, our hearts synchronize, a symphony eternal under velvet skies.
The night folds itself around me like a velvet tide, carrying echoes of moments we tried to hide. Your voice drifts softly through the neon haze, a lantern in the darkness of my quietest days.
Shadows spill gently across the trembling floor, painting memories on walls I can't ignore. Your warmth right in the corners of my mind. A soft reminder of the love we left behind.
The baseline blooms slowly like dawn in my chest. If it's in the whisper from the days we blessed. Time bends like liquid in the grasp of the night, pulling me closer to your fading light.
I flow through the sound where my heart still bleeds, following the rhythm to the place it leads. Every beat a confession I can't set free. In this emotion deep house,
You return to me.
city winds hum stories beneath the glowing signs, tracing silhouettes of our tangled lines. Raindrops fall softly like secrets we kept, a lullaby of storms for the nights we wept. Your shadow lingers like perfume in the rain, a gentle metaphor for beautiful pain. The night sighs quietly as if it knows how love still flickers where the soft light glows.
Melodies unravel like silver threads, tying your memory to the words unsaid. Phantom fingertips glide across the tomb, drawing your outline beneath the moon.
I flow through the sound where my heart still bleeds, following the rhythm to the place it leads. Every beat a confession I can't set free. In this emotional deep house, you return to me.
Moonlight spills softly over unfinished dreams, washing old scars in its gentle beams. Your laughter returns in a tremble of bass, a fleeting mirror of a once warm embrace.
The night tucks your name into the folds of the breeze, carrying it lightly through rustling trees. I chase the echoes until they start to fade, lost in the music our memories made.
The baseline blooms slowly like dawn in my chest. Every single whisper from the days we blessed. Time bends like liquid in the grasp of the night, pulling me closer to your fading light.
I flow through the sound where my heart still bleeds, following the rhythm to the place it leads. Every beat a confession I can't set free. In this emotional deep house, you return to me.
When sunrise brushes the world with gold, your silhouette dims but never grows old. For in every rhythm, soft and true, there's a quiet universe that still holds you. I found your shadow, drifting at the edge of my night like a quiet tide, brushing the sand of my memories. You were a pulse beneath my ribs, a secret lighthouse calling me home. Even when I pretended I forgot the way, but the ocean inside me was trembling, waves folding into themselves, carrying in echoes of words we never said, words that slipped from my hands like water trying to stay still. Your voice was a soft current, pulling me gently into places I never dared to look at alone. You touched the shards of my silence and made them simmer like broken moonlight. I swear the night held its breath every time your name crossed my mind, like the sky feared I'd unravel its stars if I whisper you too loud. And still I kept reaching for the glow you left in me, like fingers searching for warmth in a fading trace of sun. Hold me where the water remembers, where our ghosts are only ripples, where the moon paints us softer than our scars ever could. Let me sink into the hush of your heartbeat, the way deep currents sink into the dark, without ever losing their warmth. If loving you was the storm, then I'll be the shore that waits for your waves. No matter how many times they break, sometimes I walk through the ruins of my own chest, just to hear the echoes of your footsteps. They pull like wildflowers in the cracks of everything I try to bury. You were the quiet midnight rain, the kind that falls without lightning, the kind that softens even the hardest parts of me. I still feel you in the air, a ghost wrapped in blue, hovering just above my skin. You were a constellation I learned by memory, long after the sky forgot your name. Your absence hangs on me like the last note of a fading song, vibrating in the hollow between what we were and what we could have been. The world keeps spinning, but sometimes I swear it turns slower when I linger on the thought of you, like time itself leans in, listening to the tide of my breath, waiting for a reason to carry your echo back to me.
Hold me where the water remembers, where our ghosts are only ripples, where the moon paints us softer than our scars ever could. Let me sink into the hush of your heartbeat, the way deep currents sink into the dark, without ever losing their warmth. If loving you was a storm, then I'll be the shore that waits for your wave. No matter how many times they break, if you return as a whisper,
I'll hear you. If you return as a rain, I'll feel you. If you return as a shadow, I'll follow you. And if you never return at all, I'll still keep the part of me that glowed in your hand, that soft trembling ember you called home. Sometimes healing isn't gentle. Sometimes it's the ocean pulling you under, just to teach you how to breathe again. And I learned to breathe in the space of you left behind. Slow, trembling breaths that taste like longing and saltwater truth. So hold me where the water remembers, where the night is wide enough to carry everything we were and everything we tried to forget. Let me drift inside your light, a soft, fragile ember floating on the surface of something deeper than fate. If love was a journey, I'd walk its miles barefoot just to reach the place your soul left open for me. If love was the ocean, then every wave inside me still learns your name every single night of my bed. I walk through the silence you left behind, a shoreline carved from memories that refuse to drown. Every step feels like touching the shadow of a wave, cold, trembling, almost alive. The night wraps itself around me, a soft blue wake that whispers your name in every direction the wind remembers. I swear the moon tilts slightly every time I think of you, as if it wants to listen to the story I've been carrying alone. Your absence drips from the ceiling of my mind, slow rippling like water, learning how to forget, but I can't. I'm stuck in the middle of a tide that rises only when it feels my longing, and I let it, because sometimes getting lost in you feels safer than finding myself without you. The stars fold themselves like paper prayers above my head, and I wonder if you can hear my heartbeat from wherever your silence sleeps. The ocean inside my chest keeps calling your name, a ritual, a melody that refuses to fade into quiet. You're the wave I keep returning to, even when the currents bruise me blue. You're the echo that lives in my bones, the shadow that knows me better than anyone else ever tried to. I sink in you softly, slowly, still pays rent there. Sometimes I feel you in the back of my mind, planting small storms behind my ribs, letting them bloom into thunder I can't name. I try to breathe, but the air tastes like the last thing you said and the first thing you never meant. I touch the water and it pulls me closer, like it recognizes the sorrow you left. It holds me the way I wished you did, steady, present without pretending. But even the ocean has a habit of retaining what it can't keep, and maybe that's what we were, a beautiful tide that never learned how to stay. If I close my eyes long enough, I can still feel your warmth resting on my skin, soft as a lie you believe. For a moment too long, the night sighs around me, pulling light from the empty spaces where your hands used to wander. You're the wave I keep returning to, currents bruise me blue. You're the echo that lives in my bones, the shadow that knows me better than anyone else ever tried to. I sink in you softly, slowly, willingly, letting your memory rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, maybe I was foolish to love a horizon that never moved for me. Maybe I was naive to give my tides to someone who only wanted my sunrise. But love doesn't follow logic, it follows longing, and mine always pointed to you like a compass missing its home. Tell me, did you ever feel the way the ocean bends when the moon gets too close? That's how I bent for you, quietly, completely, hoping you'd see the shape I changed into. But you were busy listening to storms that had nothing to do with me. I built a harbor in my chest for you, filled it with light, filled it with faith, filled it with the parts of me I was afraid to give anyone else. You stayed for a while, tangled in the warmth, pretending you belonged there, until the night reminded you of all the places you'd rather be. Now the echoes of your footsteps haunt the floor of my mind, soft as rain that doesn't know whether to fall or disappear. I gather the pieces of myself left in the corners of your silence, dust them off and pretend they still fit. But heartbreak stretches you, reaches your ribs to whole new oceans, teaches your hands to let go, even when they're shaking. Some nights I talk to the water, ask it why it carries so much grief and still keeps moving. It tells me that even sorrow learns how to flow, that even blood pretends fire are louder than chain. You're the wave I keep returning free. Your memory stays behind, sleeping in the quiet part of me that still believes in love, and I let it. 'Cause not all beautiful things are meant to be held. Some are only meant to be filled. So the night opens its arms aligned, slow it time, like an ocean learning how to breathe. Your name drifts through the darkness, a soft ripple, a wandering tide that keeps returning. Even when I beg it to fade, I close my eyes and the sky bends, tilting its constellation just enough to spill the memory of you back into my chest. I feel you in the bones of the silence, in the thin blue wave, with tongue and heartbeat and heartbeat. Your shadow walks through my bloodstream, calm as moonlight, drowning in a pool of forgotten promises. You were a storm that spoke in whispers, a lighthouse with its bulb broken, still pretending to shine. And I was the fool who believed the flicker was love. The water hums beneath my ribs, calling your name with a devotion I no longer understand. Every drop inside me leans toward you, like the ocean leaning toward the moon, knowing it will never touch it, but rising anyway. You're the tide I keep returning to, the echo I cannot help, the ache that curls around my spirit every time the night exhales. You stay in me, not as memory, not as ghost, but as a quiet storm that refuses to die. And I sink into you again and again, letting the waves rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, your absence has a texture now, salted sharp, like the edge of a shell that cuts up, but leaves a wound that sings long after. I walk through the corridors of my mind, searching for the version of you who said my name like it meant something, but he's died, buried somewhere beneath the weight of everything we never dared to admit. The moon listens as I pour the truth into the tide. I loved you in a way that even the ocean unbid. I loved you in colors I didn't know existed, deep blues that tasted like longing, silver lights that trembled whenever your smile touched my thoughts, and still you left quietly or carefully, the way waves retreat when they don't want to wake the shore. If I speak softly enough, your name feels warm again. If I breathe slowly, your memory fits inside my lungs without burning. But the night some loves arrive only to teach us how to just feel. You're the tide I keep returning to, the echo I can't unhear, the ache that curls around my spirit. Every time the night exhales, you stay in me, not as memory, not as ghost, but as a quiet storm that refuses to die. And I sink into you again and again, and letting live rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, I ask the ocean why it keeps chasing the moon when it knows they were never meant to meet. It tells me that longing itself is a kind of devotion, and sometimes love is the persistence of reaching for something you were never allowed to hold. And that's when I understand us. You are the moon, distant, long, beautiful in ways you didn't even realize. And I was the tide, rising and breaking, hoping my devotion would make you stay. But love that begs is love that bruises, and I had learned the color blue in too many painful ways. Now your laughter stays in the corners of my memory, soft as dust, fragile as morning light, dancing on a half-broken wave. I keep trying to gather it, to hold it close, but it slips through my fingers like the last warmth of a dying star. Every night I peel another piece of myself away from your shadow, but there is always more buried beneath the places I forgot to protect. I whisper to the water, asking it how to unlove. So love, it taught your heart how to speak. It tells me that hearing isn't a sunrise, it's a tide coming and going, never ending, but always moving. You're the tide I keep returning to, but tonight I learned how to rise without you. The waves loosen their grip. Midnight melts slowly across the quiet sky, painting silver scars where our memories lie. Your name drifts softly through the cool night air, like a fading echo of a dream still there. Neon shadows ripple on the surface of my chest, every light a story that never found rest. Your voice, a distant lighthouse in the dark, guiding the fragments back to their spark. Past nights bloom gently like flowers in the rain, every pulse a whisper calling your name again. Time stretches thin like smoke in my hands, yet every beat reminds me how the heart understays. And sinking into a wave where emotion collides, right in the rhythm where the loneliness hides. Every chord's written like a tear that won't fall in this deep house dream.
lights shimmer right, thoughts I can't erase. Soft reflections dancing on your forgotten face. Your shadow curls quietly beneath the street's glow. A poem half written by the winds that blow. The night breeze stories I'm scared to repeat. Words like embers glowing under my feet. Your presence lingers in the hush of the scene. A ghost made of ribbon, warm and unseen.
Lights unravel like threads in my soul, pulling me gently where I lost control. Phantom fingertips glide along the tune, drawing constellations of you beneath the moon. I'm sinking into waves where emotion collides, riding the rhythm where the loneliness hides. Every chord shimmering like a tear that won't fall. In this deep house dream, I still hear your call. The night drips slowly into pools of blue, reflecting out all the truths I once knew. Raindrops fall softly, a choir of light, singing your memory back into the night. Your smile flickers in the corner of my mind, a fragile spark the darkness failed to blind. If for the wind carries your trace like a velvet echo wrapped in grace. Great sprays bloom gently like flowers in the rain. Every pulse a whisper calling your name again. Time stretches thin like smoke in my hands, yet every beat reminds me how the heart understands. Sinking into waves where emotion collides, riding the rhythm where the loneliness hides. Every chord shimmering like a tear that won't fall. In this deep house dream, I still hear your call. When the sunrise softens the edges of night, your shadow fades slowly in the gentle light. But in every frequency, soft and profound, you live in the spaces between the sound. The night drapes its velvet across my chest, soft and heavy, like an ocean that remembers every storm. Your name lingers in the shadows, a tide that curls around my ribs, pulling gently, persistently, even when I try to let go. I walk along the shore of memory, my fingers tracing the ripples you left behind. Every wave is a whisper of you, your laughter folded into foam, your absence stretched across the horizon. Soft as moonlight, cool as the dark, you were the calm in my chaos, a lantern floating on the water of my fears, guiding me quietly through nights I thought I would drown. And I was the sand, willing to hold the tide, Sometimes I hear you in the hush between heartbeats, a secret song that bends the night, folding stars into shapes that remind me of your eyes. The wind carries you and the ocean answers, tugging at my soul like a moon that cannot stop pulling. Let me sink into the tide of you, where silence becomes a melody. Forgets your name. I trace the contours of your memory, a shoreline carved from what we were. Your ghost walks between the walls of my chest, filling the empty corners with the glow of things we never said. I reach for it, soft as the last light on water, fragile as a whisper that might vanish if I hold it too tight. Your absence is a tide that leaves salt on my span, a gentle lake that folds into the night I spend counting stars and hoping one of them remembers you too. The moon tilts slightly when I think of you, as if she too knows how to mourn someone who never really belonged. And sometimes the wind carries the shape of your breath, soft against my ear, a secret I cannot reach, a touch I cannot hold. I listen anyway, letting the ocean inside me rise, learning again how to bend without breaking. Let me sink into the tide of you, where silence becomes a melody, and every wave remembers your touch. I am drawn to your echo, soft and persistent, like a ripple that refuses to fade. If love is a storm, I will be the shore, waiting, open, even when the sky forgets your name. The night teaches me that longing is a language of its own, spoken in currents and reflected in stars. I whisper to the waves, asking them to carry my heart to you, even if you are far beyond the horizon and the ocean listens, folding my soul into something beautiful like moonlight caught in water. If you return as a whisper, I will recognize the shape of your soul. If you return as rain, I will open myself fully to feel. If you'll ever return at all, I will carry the ember you left, softly glowing inside me, teaching me how to rise from the tide you once ruled. I drift in the memory of you, a tide that remembers your touch, heart. Until then, I float, soft and persistent, like water learning how to hold on to itself, how to carry a memory without breaking.
Nightfall pours slowly through the cracks of my chest, a quiet river of memories that never found rest. Your name drifts softly like smoke in the air, a fragile echo of a love we couldn't repair. The city glitters gently like a promise half kept, lights trembling softly where our shadows once slept. Time tiptoes through alleys where whispers remain, tracing the outlines of our joy and our pain. Baselines rise slowly like dawn behind clouds, every throb a confession too heavy for crowds. The shins breathe softly, telling stories of you, painting the night in a shimmering blue. I fall into rhythm where our past still glows, carried by waves the night gently throws. Every beat a heartbeat, calling your name in this deep house stream. Nothing feels the same. Raindrops descend like secrets we never confessed, cold little poems on the city's breathless chest. Your touch lingers faintly in the warmth of the breeze, a ghost wrapped in moonlight, drifting with ease. Shadows weave gently through corners of thought, stitching the memories we fought and we saw. The night hums softly like an unanswered prayer, as if it knows you're still everywhere.
Melodies spiral like smoke into stars, revealing constellations shaped like our scars. Phantom arms wrap around the curve of the sound, holding we tight where you no longer vibe. Fall into rhythms where our past still glows, carried by waves the night gently throws. Every beat a heartbeat, calling your name in this deep house stream. Nothing feels the same.
Moonlight glides over the questions you left, a soft silver balm on a heart still bereft. Your laughter flickers in the tremble of bass, a fleeting mirage I still try to chase. The wind gathers fragments of what used to be, carrying him softly across the sea. I reach through the darkness, searching for signs, but all that I catch is the pulse in the lines. Baselines rise slowly like dawn behind clouds, every throb a confession too heavy for crowds.
Sunrise tiptoes through the final beat. Your shadow fades gently down the empty street. But in every rhythm, quiet and true, there lives a universe that still remembers you. Nightfall pours slowly through the cracks of my chest, a quiet river of memories that never found rest. Your name drifts softly like smoke in the air, a fragile echo of a love we couldn't repair. The city glitters gently like a promise half kept, lights trembling softly where our shadows once slept. Time tiptoes through alleys where whispers remain, tracing the outlines of our joy and our pain. Baselines rise slowly like dawn behind clouds, every throb a confession too heavy for crowds. Shins breathe softly, telling stories of you, painting the night in a shimmering blue. I fall into rhythm where our past still glows, carried by waves the night gently throws. Every beat a heartbeat, calling your name in this deep house dream. Nothing feels the same.
Raindrops descend like secrets we never confessed, cold little poems on the city's breathless chest. Your touch lingers faintly in the warmth of the breeze, a ghost wrapped in moonlight, drifting with ease. Shadows weave gently through corners of thought, stitching the memories we fought and we saw. The night hums softly like an unanswered prayer, as if it knows you're still everywhere.
Melodies spiral like smoke into stars, revealing constellations shaped like our scars. Phantom arms wrap around the curve of the sound, holding we tight where you no longer vibe. Fall into rhythms where our past still glows, carried by waves the night gently throws. Every beat a heartbeat, calling your name in this deep house dream. Nothing feels the same.
Moonlight glides over the questions you left, a soft silver balm on a heart still bereft. Your laughter flickers in the tremble of bass, a fleeting mirage I still try to chase. The wind gathers fragments of what used to be, carrying him softly across the sea. I reach through the darkness, searching for signs, but all that I catch is the pulse in the lines. Baselines rise slowly like dawn behind clouds, every throb a confession too heavy for crowds. A shivers breathe softly, telling
feels the same. When sunrise tiptoes through the final beat, your shadow fades gently down the empty street. But in every rhythm, quiet and true, there lives a universe that still remembers you. The night folds itself around me like a velvet tide, carrying echoes of moments we tried to hide. Your voice drips softly through the neon haze, a lantern in the darkness of my quietest days.
Shadows spill gently across the trembling floor, painting memories on walls I can't ignore. Your warmth, the ghost light in the corners of my mind, a soft reminder of the love we left behind.
The bassline blooms slowly like dawn in my chest, every single whisper from the days we blessed. Time bends like liquid in the grasp of the night, pulling me closer to your fading light.
I flow through the sound where my heart still bleeds, following the rhythm to the place it leads. Every beat a confession I can't set free. In this emotion deep house,
You return to me.
city winds hum stories beneath the glowing signs, tracing silhouettes of our tangled lines. Raindrops fall softly like secrets we kept, a lullaby of storms for the nights we wept. Your shadow lingers like perfume in the rain, a gentle metaphor for beautiful pain. The night sighs quietly as if it knows how love still flickers where the soft light glows.
Melodies unravel like silver threads, tying your memory to the words unsaid. Phantom fingertips glide across the tune, drawing your outline beneath the moon.
I flow through the sound where my heart still bleeds, following the rhythm to the place it leads. Every beat a confession I can't set free. In this emotional deep house, you return to me.
Moonlight spills softly over unfinished dreams, washing old scars in its gentle beams. Your laughter returns in a tremble of bass, a fleeting mirror of a once warm embrace.
The night tucks your name into the folds of the breeze, carrying it lightly through rustling trees. I chase the echoes until they start to fade, lost in the music our memories made.
The bassline blooms slowly like dawn in my chest, every single whisper from the days we blessed. Time bends like liquid in the grasp of the night, pulling washes the world with gold. Your silhouette dims, but never grows old. For in every rhythm, soft and true, there's a quiet universe that still holds you. The night falls around me like a velvet wave, soft and heavy, carrying the weight of your absence. I hear your name in the echo of silence, a tide that curls through my chest, pulling me toward memories I cannot leave behind. Your shadow lingers in every corner of my mind, a faint glow tracing the outlines of what we were. You were the calm beneath my storm, a lantern drifting across the restless water of my thoughts, guiding me quietly through nights I thought I would drown. And I was the shore waiting for your waves, knowing they might never return. And each ripple is mark, a gentle bruise that glows under the moonlight, like a secret kept between the stars and me. Sometimes the wind carries your voice, soft as a whisper, and I swear the ocean bends itself to answer you. The stars tremble in rhythm with my heart, leaning closer to hear the story of us etched into every ripple. Let me sink into the tide of you, when silence turns into melody, and every wave remembers your touch. Try and draw to your echoes, soft, persistent, eternal. If love is a storm, I will be the shore, waiting, open, even when the sky forgets your name. I trace the contours of your memory, like fingers gliding over wet sand, shapes that vanish too quickly, but leave a trace in my soul. Your laughter hides in shadows, dusty, fragile, yet stubborn enough to resist forgetting. The moon tilts just so, casting your light across the waves that I walk through alone. Even the ocean seems to mourn with me, holding pieces of you in its currents, folding them into quiet lessons about love, loss, and letting go.
And I feel you in the spaces between my heartbeats, a melody only I can hear. The night leans in, soft, patient, teaching me that longing can be beautiful, even when it hurts. Let me sink into the tide of you, where silence turns into melody, and every wave remembers your touch.
it's your name. If you return as right, I will feel it. If you return as wind, I will listen. If you never return, I will carry your ember inside me, softly glowing, teaching me how to rise from the tide you once ruled. Healing is not a sunrise, it's a tide, rising and falling, dragging pieces of the past toward a shore of new beginnings. I let the ocean inside me learn how to hold on to memory without letting it drown me. I drift in the memory of you, a tide remembering your touch, a river of quiet love that flowing beneath my river tide. Let the waves rebuild me, and in that pool I find a part of myself that loves without asking for return. If love is an ocean, I am learning to swim in its depths, letting your echo guide me even when the night is silent. And maybe someday the moon will bend low enough to show you the ripple of my heart. Until then, I float soft and persistent, like water learning how to carry without breaking. I drown in the quiet between your breaths, like the ocean teaching the moon how to glow. Your shadow lingers on my skin, soft as a whisper that never learned how to leave. I follow the current of your memory, a tide that keeps pulling me back, even when the shoreline begs me to forget. You walk inside my mind like a wandering lighthouse, broken, dim, but still trying to guide someone home. But maybe that someone was never me. The night folds itself around my shoulders, a velvet tide heavy with unfinished stories. Your best turns into a silhouette, drifting through my ribs like a ghost searching for a door. I hold it, I hold you, the way the ocean clings to the moon, faithfully, hopelessly, knowing we're never really touched. And every time the waves rise, I hear the echo of your heartbeat, becoming something I can't hold anymore. The sky bends, the stars tremble, and I swear the night is learning my name, just from how often I've fallen apart beneath it. You're the tide I can't escape, the silence that keeps singing in my bones. Even when you're gone, you stay. version of the love you never stayed to hear. Your absence becomes a shoreline, sharp, uneven, carved by everything we never said. I trace it with trembling fingers, trying to understand where the truth ends and where we began. But all I find are pieces of us, buried under the weight of unspoken storms. The night drinks the color from my eyes, leaving only reflections of you. Your half smile, your almost love, the promises you whisper like fragile boats meant to sink slowly. I still keep them as if they were pearls instead of wounds. Ocean hums under my heartbeat, a quiet confession that even the deepest waters envy how deeply you broke me. If you listen closely, you can hear the waves telling stories about us. How two souls tried to become constellations, but drowned before they could shine. I press my palms against the pulse of the night and feel the truth slipping between the cracks. You were never mine, only a moment wearing the shape of forever. For some times I wonder if the moon envies the sun, only because it knows what it feels like to light up someone who was never meant to stay. And in that way I think I finally understand you. You're the tide I can't unwind, the echo I keep breathing in. Even in silence, you remain woven into the soles of my skin, humming in the spaces no one else can reach. I sing willingly, quietly, and into the memory of the rest that never learned how to end. So here I am, letting the ocean rewrite me again, letting the night hold my name a little softer, letting the waves teach me how to finally let go. And maybe one day when the moon stops calling your name, I'll rise, slow, trembling, but whole from the place where you left me. Until then, I'll drift like a forgotten promise, carried by currents that know my sorrow better than I walk through the silence you left behind, a shoreline carved from memories that refuse to drown. Every step feels like touching the shadow of a wave, cold, trembling, almost alive. The night wraps itself around me, a soft blue wake that whispers your name in every direction the wind remembers. I swear the moon tilts slightly every time I think of you, as if it wants to listen to the story I've been carrying alone. Your absence drips from the ceiling of my mind, slow rippling like water, learning how to forget, but I can't. I'm stuck in the middle of a tide that rises only when it feels my longing, and I let it, because sometimes getting lost in you feels safer than finding myself without you. The stars fold themselves like paper prayers above my head, and I wonder if you can hear my heartbeat from wherever your silence sleeps. The ocean inside my chest keeps calling your name, a ritual, a melody that refuses to fade into quiet. You're the wave I keep returning to, even when the currents bruise me blue. You're the echo that lives in my bones, the shadow that knows me better than anyone else ever tried to. I sink in you softly, slowly, willingly, letting your memory build me and ruin me. In the same breath, your ghost walks through my heartbeat like it still pays rent there. Sometimes I feel you in the back of my mind, planting small storms behind my ribs, letting them bloom into thunder I can't name. I try to breathe, but the air tastes like the last thing you said and the first thing you never meant. I touch the water and it pulls me closer, like it recognizes the sorrow you left. It holds me the way I wished you did, steady, present without pretending. But even the ocean has a habit of retaining what it can't keep, and maybe that's what we were, a beautiful tide that never learned how to stay. If I close my eyes long enough, I can still feel your warmth resting on my skin, soft as a lie you believe. For a moment too long, the night sighs around me, pulling light from the empty spaces where your hands used to wander. You're the wave I keep returning to, even when the currents bruise me blue. You're the echo that lives in my bones, the shadow that knows me better than anyone else ever tried to. I sink in you softly, slowly, willingly, letting your memory rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, maybe I was foolish to love a horizon that never moved for me. Maybe I was naive to give my tides to someone who only wanted my sunrise. But love doesn't follow logic, it follows longing, and mine always pointed to you like a compass missing its home. Tell me, did you ever feel the way the ocean bends when the moon gets too close. That's how I bend for you, quietly, completely, hoping you'd see the shape I changed into. But you were busy listening to storms that had nothing to do with me. I built a harbor in my chest for you, filled it with light, filled it with faith, filled it with the parts of me I was afraid to give anyone else. You stayed for a while, tangled in the warmth, pretending you belonged there, until the night reminded you of all the places you'd rather be. Now the echoes of your footsteps haunt the floor of my mind, soft as rain that doesn't know whether to fall or disappear. I gather the pieces of myself left in the corners of your silence, dust them off and pretend they still fit. But heartbreak stretches you, reaches your ribs to hold new oceans, teaches your hands to let go, even when they're shaking. Some nights I talk to the water, ask it why it carries so much grief and still keeps moving. It tells me that even sorrow learns how to flow, that even blood pretends fire on love, that they change. You're the wave I keep returning free. Stays behind, sleeping in the quiet part of me that still believes in love, and I let it. 'Cause not all beautiful things are meant to be held, some are only meant to be filled. So the night drapes its velvet over my restless mind. Whispers of your presence in every shadow I find. Neon rain falls softly like tears from the sky. Each drop a memory, a silent goodbye. The bass throbs slowly, like the pulse of my heart. Every shade a confession, tearing me apart. Your laughter lingers, a ghost in the glow, guiding me gently where I long to go. Lost in the rhythm, floating through dreams, emotional currents carrying quiet screams. Every beat a heartbeat, every chord a plea. In the ocean of sound, you come back rays, patterns in the dark. Every melody sparks a luminous arc. Silk hum softly, a lullaby for the lost. In the deep house waves we count the cost. Just every rhythm floating through dreams, emotional currents carrying quiet screams. Every beat a heartbeat, every chord a plea. In the ocean of sound, you come back to me.
Moonlight drips slowly, painting silver on pain. Raindrops like diamonds, echoing the rain.
The night whisper of secrets, terribly I know. In the glow of the city, your memory flows.
The bass drums slowly, like the pulse of my heart, paving cinder dark confession, tearing me apart. Your eyes are lighthouses, piercing the dark, a beacon of hope, igniting a spark.
Lost in the rhythm, floating through dreams, emotional currents carrying quiet screams. Every beat a heartbeat, every chord a plea. In the ocean of sound, you come back to me.
Fade with the dawn, but the echoes remain. A symphony of longing, pleasure and pain. An emotional deep house, our hearts intertwine. A timeless connection beyond space and time.
Under the velvet sky, your voice lingers like smoke. Soft caress of shadows, in whispers we spoke. Moonlight drips slowly on the edges of pain. Memories like raindrops falling again and again.
The bass hums a heartbeat deep inside my chest. Every note a confession, every silence a test. Your eyes haunt the night like stars in disguise, pulling me closer where darkness lies.
Floating on neon tide, lost in the sound. Every beat a heartbeat, where our souls are found. Emotional waves crash, carrying me to you. In the rhythm of longing, colors bleed through. Velvet shadows curl, painting secrets on walls. Echoes of laughter linger in empty halls. Time bends and twists like smoke in the air. Every fleeting moment whispers you're there.
Phantom fingertips trace the outline of dreams. Melodies unravel like silver streams. The night hums softly with a melancholy tone. In the language of music, I am never alone.
Floating on neon tides, lost in the sound. Every beat a heartbeat, where our souls are found. Emotional waves crash, carry to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through. Shadows dance slowly, like fire in the rain. Every spark of memory, every drop of pain, much inside softly under dim candlelight, guiding me home through the remnants of night.
The bass is a pulse, like blood in my veins. Every chord a story, every echo remains. Your smile in the darkness, a lighthouse so near. In the ocean of silence, I finally hear.
Floating on neon tides, lost in the sound. Every beat a heartbeat, where our souls are found. Emotional waves crash, carrying me to you. In the rhythm of longing, our colors bleed through. Fading into morning, the dream softly ends. Yet in every vibration, your essence transcends. An emotional deep house, our hearts intertwine, a symphony eternal, beyond space and time. Tonight, the sky feels like a wound the stars are trying to sew shut. The air tastes like something unfinished, like the last breath you left hanging between us. Soft, trembling, refusing to fall, I keep hearing your name in the quiet places of my heartbeat. The way a seashell holds the memory of the ocean long after being taken from the shore. You carved yourself into the tide of my thoughts, a whisper of light sinking slowly into the dark beneath my ribs. You were the warmth in my winter pulse, a lantern floating across my storm, with a glow too gentle for the world we lived in. And I was the shoreline holding on, even when the waves kept pulling you farther, farther, farther than my tired hands could reach. Your absence now is a soft bruise. It doesn't scream, it just lingers, changing the color of everything it touches. Even the moon seems dimmer tonight, as if she too remembers the way your laughter used to catch light and scatter it like broken diamonds. I keep waiting for a sign, a flicker in the dark, a breath of warmth across the cold, a ripple in the silence that tells me you still remember the places we kept sacred. Sometimes I swear the ocean inside me shifts when I think of you, an unseen current stirring, a secret tide rising, bringing your ghost back into my lungs. With every inhale, but ghosts don't stay. They drink, they fade, they teach you how lost can sound like a lullaby and still break you back. Hold me where the night forgets to hurt, where the water softens every scar, where the moon lays herself gently across the waves we once called ours. Let me drown in the echo of your light, slow, tender. The weight don't drown the last shiver of midnight. If love was a tide, I would let it drag me under again and again, just to feel your warmth on the way down. If love was a storm, then I was the shore, quiet, waiting, hoping you'd return, even when you were built from thunder. I walked through the ruins of my own chest, listening for remnants of you in every shattered corner. Your laughter still clings to the walls, dusty and dim, but stubborn enough to refuse being forgotten. Memories spill like water from cracks I thought it healed, your fingers tracing constellations along my spine, your breath turning my silence into something worth holding, your eyes telling stories my heart still reads at midnight, when everything else has fallen asleep. You were the quiet gravity, pulling my chaos into rhythm, the distant lighthouse guiding me through waters I didn't know how to swim. And when you left, the waves rose higher, the sky dropped lowered. I knew how emptiness can feel like being swallowed by a moonless sea. But even in the darkest water, The night leans in as if afraid to miss something, like a melody too delicate to survive the noise of moping. If longing had a shadow, it would look like you, shimmering, distant, the kind of ache that feels like a promise, even when you know it isn't. Hold me where the night forgets to hurt, where the water softens every scar, where the moon lays herself gently across the waves we once called ours. Let me drown in the echo of your light, slow, tender, the way dawn drowns the last shiver of midnight. If love was a time, the night leans against my window like a tired traveler, carrying the weight of all the words we were too fragile to say. Its darkness spills across my floor, soft and slow, like ink bleeding from a broken memory. One shade like your smile, one shape like the silence you left behind. I breathe, and the air trembles with the ghost of your warmth. Every inhale feels like walking barefoot across the shoreline of a dream that's slowly slipping beneath the tide. Your name still hums inside me, a quiet storm stored in my ribs, a shadow made of light, a bruise made of longing. You were the dusk in my story, the moment between day and night, when everything softened, when the world dimmed just enough to make room for honesty. You were the lantern floating on the dark river of my fears, glowing the way hope glows when it doesn't know it's dying. I still trace the outline of your absence, my fingers following the empty space where your heartbeat once rested on mine. It feels like touching water, cold at first, but somehow still familiar enough to make my chest ache for more. Sometimes the wind slips beneath the door, and I swear it carries your breath. Sometimes the moon rises slow and heavy, as if she's lifting the memory of us along with her. Sometimes the silence grows wings and flutters inside my bones, reminding me that even the quiet has a voice when it speaks your name. If longing was a shoreline, I walked its length 1,000 times, searching for the echo of your footsteps, the warmth of your shadow. abandoned after a fire. Charred edges, soft embers glowing under the ash. Whispers of warmth where your presence used to live. Your laughter hangs in corners like a fragile curtain of light. Dusty but undefeated, refusing to fade even when the world tries to swallow it whole. Your touch still echoes in the hollow between my shoulder blades, like a meteor that passed too close and left the sky trembling. Your absence sits across from me some nights, cross-legged on the floor, hands resting on its knees, watching me breathe as if deciding whether to comfort me or break me open again. I learned the shape of grief by memorizing the shape of you. Your name written in the salt of my tears, your shadow stitched into the lining of my pulse, your warmth lingering like summer in the dead of winter. Every fragment of me is a shoreline still learning how to stay standing after its favorite wave never came back. And yet there are nights the universe softens, when the stars dim their voices, when the world turns slow enough for me to feel your echo brushing against my soul. A soft whisper, a quiet ache, a gentle tremor in the dark that says I was here, I mattered, I still linger where you breathe. If memories were seashells, I'd hold them to my ear just to hear your heartbeat one more time. Take me back to the water, where our hearts felt softer, where the night pressed its lips against the trembling sky, and whispering of when we couldn't. Let me sink into the current of your memory, not to disappear, but to feel alive in the pieces of you that linger. If love was a tide, I'd surrender every fragile part of me, just to feel the pull of you warm again. If love was a storm, then I was the harbor, open, aching for the day you'd return with your wings softened and your light reborn. I've learned that healing doesn't always sound like quiet mornings. Sometimes it roars, a restless ocean folding in on itself, waves crashing into the bones of your past until the pain smooths to something you can carry without bleeding. If you return as rain, I will lift my face to the sky. If you return as moonlight, I'll open my window and let you in. If you return as nothing but memory, I'll still hold you like you were the last spark the universe gave me before going dark. And if you never return at all, I'll keep the ember you left, small, trembling, but stubborn enough to guide me through the parts of myself that aren't. The night opens its arms aligned, slow it time, like an ocean learning how to breathe. Your name drifts through the darkness, a soft ripple, wandering tide that keeps returning. Even when I beg it to fade, I close my eyes and the sky bends, tilting its constellation just enough to spill the memory of you back into my chest. I feel you in the bones of the silence, in the thin blue wave, with tongue and heartbeat and heartbeat. Your shadow walks through my bloodstream, calm as moonlight, drowning in a pool of forgotten promises. You were a storm that spoke in whispers, a lighthouse with its bulb broken, still pretending to shine. And I was the fool who believed the flicker was love. The water hums beneath my ribs, calling your name with a devotion I no longer understand. Every drop inside me leans toward you, like the ocean leaning toward the moon, knowing it will never touch it, but rising anyway. You're the tide I keep returning to, the echo I cannot help, the ache that curls around my spirit. Every time the night exhales, you stay in me, not as memory, not as ghost, but as a quiet storm that refuses to die. And I sink into you again and again, letting the waves rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, your absence has a texture now, salted sharp, like the edge of a shell that cuts up, but leaves a wound that sings long after. I walk through the corridors of my mind, searching for the version of you who said my name like it meant something, but he's died, buried somewhere beneath the weight of everything we never dared to admit. The moon listens as I pour the truth into the tide. I loved you in a way that even the ocean unbid. I loved you in colors I didn't know existed, deep blues that tasted like longing, silver lights that trembled whenever your smile touched my thoughts. And still you left, quietly or carefully, the way waves retreat when they don't want to wake the shore. If I speak softly enough, your name feels warm again. If I breathe slowly, your memory fits inside my lungs without burning. But the night knows the truth, it always does. It holds my shaking hands with its cold light, whispering that some loves arrive only to teach us how to just feel. You're the tide I keep returning to, the echo I can't unhear, the ache that curls around my spirit. Every time the night exhales, you stay in me, not as memory, not as ghost, but as a quiet storm that refuses to die. And I sink into you again and again, and letting the waves rebuild me and ruin me. In the same breath, I ask the ocean why it keeps chasing the moon when it knows they were never meant to meet. It tells me that longing itself is a kind of devotion, and sometimes love is the persistence of reaching for something you were never allowed to hold. And that's when I understand us. You were the moon, distant, long, beautiful in ways you didn't even realize. And I was the tide, rising and breaking, rising and breaking, hoping my devotion would make you stay. But love that begs is love that bruises, and I had learned the color blue in too many painful ways. Now your laughter stays in the corners of my memory, soft as dust, fragile as morning light, dancing on a half-broken wave. I keep trying to gather it, to hold it close, but it's